Hi, Gyanendra. My
Yeah.
name is Shrimayee. I work with Trip 101 as a content executive, and I've been here for a year.
Yeah.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself and your career as a tour guide?
Okay. Namaste. Namaste is our very common word in Nepal, like hi, hello. And myself, I'm Gyanendra, and surname is Karki. And I have been working as a tour and trekking guide for 24 years. I have started my job in 2000, and mostly I do the sightseeing tour in Kathmandu Valley, and outside of city there are few important parts like jungle safari, river rafting, and the countryside. Also, Nepal known as adventure country, the like a trekking and the climbing mountain. So uh, still, I'm working on as a trekking guide and tour guide.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for joining us today as part of the TG Insights interviews that we're doing, where we ask TGs questions about the cities that they operate in just to get more of an idea of what to do.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the first question, which is how far is the city center from the airport, and what is the best way to get to the city center?
In Nepal, there are many domestic uh, airport, but still well-run airport is Kathmandu Airport, which is capital town in Nepal, and where you have landed, that airport name is Tribhuvan International Airport. From there, mostly tourists goes to the main town, place called Thamel, which is very touristic area where you can get everything, all the facilities, whatever, as a touristic way. So it is about 5.5 kilometer from the airport, and there are many access for the transportation. If you are doing the reservation with the travel agency, of course, airport representative will be there, and they can bring by car. And also, if there are solo travelers, they will find themselves the way to be there. There are public vehicle and the rent car, whatever. It's very easy, and if there is no traffic jam, then it will be about 25 minutes for 5 kilometer.
Okay, got it. Um, what is the best way for tourists to travel to nearby cities? So once they are in Kathmandu, if they want to go somewhere that's
Yes.
close by, how what is the best way to go?
Well, it's depend on the destination where you come to the Tamil. Around the Tamil, there are two old heritage site. Mostly people do by walk also, and around the local areas, market, malls nearby, they will walk also. And who doesn't like to walk, they can get easily like auto, rickshaw, taxi, whatever they can find very easy from the main city.
Okay, and what could you like tell me a couple of nearby cities that tourists like to go to?
Yes, one is very popular local market, which is like a founder of Kathmandu area. This is the place called Osun. Osun is the oldest market nearby the touristic area, where people like to go there to find the local things. Uh, then from that Osun, they can go to the Kathmandu Durbar Square. It means used to be royal palace before the unification. So unification was in half of 18th century. That is the second place. First is Asun, second is Kathmandu Durbar Square. From there they can continue to the Swayambhunath temple, which is also old heritage site and nicknamed from the tourists. It's very popular monkey temple. These are the closest three places, and if they like to go a bit far away, there are other Durbar Square, other sacred temple, and the cremation place, and the countryside. So people can go by drive on there.
Okay, okay, got it. So, the places that you have mentioned, these are within Kathmandu, right?
Yes, all of them are in Kathmandu.
Okay, and are there any cities that are close to Kathmandu, outside of Kathmandu? Any cities that people like to go to?
Yes, if you they want to do the same day tour outside of Kathmandu, I would mention like Bhaktapur and Nagarkot and Namo Buddha, Doli Hill, Chandragiri Hill for the cable car from where two of the place like Nagarkot and the Chandragiri Hill, if the good weather, they can see the Mount Everest also ranges of the Himalaya. So these are the outside of Kathmandu, but closer destination. At least they can do the day tour from Kathmandu.
Okay, got it. So, to travel to these places that are outside of Kathmandu, what is the best way that you would recommend to go
I mean, for the transportation,
for
or
transport? Yeah.
we always recommend by private car. I mean, touristic vehicle. It is more reliable, more safety. Of course, it will be a bit expensive when they do the private tour. And also to go there, if they have enough time and if they want to save the money, it's possible to have the public bus also, which take more time because every stop they stop and collect the people, like that. So first suggestion, better to have the private car, touristic vehicle. If they want to do some local experience, then they can have the public bus.
Okay, okay, got it. What is the cheapest way for tourists to get around within Kathmandu?
Cheapest way, it start from the accommodation. They have many levels of the accommodation. Like backpackers, they can go to the sharing rooms and they can start the saving money from there. And still, we would suggest for the tourists to stay in the budget hotel, private, not in a sharing for the safety. And also for the food, there are many expensive restaurant to the local restaurants. So if they wanna taste or save the money, they can go a bit local and low quality of the restaurant. This is another way. And of course, for the transportation, they can use the public or they can walk. I think this is the way to save the money, cheapest way of that. Yeah.
Okay, so the cheapest way to travel inside of Kathmandu is to use public transport.
Yes.
Okay, so that includes buses. Any
That's
other mode of transport apart from buses?
apart from the buses, of course, they can rent the taxi, and they have an online call taxi also. We have some app, they can use that also. And of course, they don't need to bargain with the online or the local buses, or they can walk a few kilometers.
Okay. So you mentioned that there are buses that tourists can go use to go around the city as a cheap method.
Yeah.
Is there like a travel pass for these buses that tourists can buy to save money on transportation? Like sometimes places have a bus pass where you will pay a certain amount and it.
Uh, we don't have it. Yeah, that's I got the advanced questions and I'll try to find. And in Nepal, we don't have it. Only we have a certain a list of the rate from the tourist vehicle and buses. There is no separate for the tourist rate. They can have the local rates, and they don't have any kind of passes for the cheap to make it cheap. Only there is a cheap way. We have a monumental fee in the old heritage site. If they wanna go repeat it on back, like Kathmandu Darbar Square, they can pay first when they are there, and they can make an identity card. They can give a passport copy and the photograph, and they will get the identity card from the office. How long time they stay in Kathmandu, they can go again back to the Kathmandu Darbar Square, but they don't need to pay the money. But for the transportation, we don't have kind of cards to make a discount or something.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And you mentioned private tourist cars. So, if somebody wants to say drive on their own, like they don't want to hire a driver, they want to just rent a car and drive on their own. Is that possible?
It is possible for them, but of course they should have the international driving license, and also they need to make kind of deposit money. I think it goes sometime more expensive than that, in my opinion. They can have it, but to make sure, they will ask lots of money to as a deposit money. So we can do that, but it will be more expensive and more risky for them. And Nepal driving way is quite hard also for them. But at least they can do this by process of themselves, all the document and the deposit money. They can have the car themselves also.
Okay, got it. And could you tell me a couple of reputable companies that where from which tourists can hire cars?
Yeah, I use couple of company to hire for us. That's called like All Nepal Vehicle Center, Lama Tours, Buddha Tours, Tourist Vehicle Center, and these are the few names. But if you Google like rental car in Nepal, then there are so many comes in the Google. Now it's more than 100 companies are there in Kathmandu only.
Okay, okay. Are there any local ride hailing apps that travelers need to install on their phones? Something like Uber. Are there any companies like that where you can hire taxi? I think you mentioned that tourists can
Yes,
hire taxis
we
online.
do have that kind of app. That is like Pathao. I think it's come from the Bangladesh, also running here. And we have a tutorial service and Taxi Mandu and Rent Mandu. There are few app they can download in their mobile, and they can order themselves by motorbike or what kind of vehicle they needed. They can do it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Now we'll move to food and dining, which
Okay.
is my favorite section. So, what are some local foods or snacks that travelers should try in Kathmandu?
It's very local things like momo. Dumpling is very popular for the tourists. They want to eat. They want to make how to make it also. And also we call dal bhat. Dal bhat is like a thali. This is our very typical food. At least a day two times people have it in the morning. So normally Nepalese doesn't have the breakfast. They have a kind of lunch 9 to 10 o'clock. We call dal bhat. And other things at the evening also we do have a same food. Dal bhat means dal is the lentil soup, bhat is the rice, steamed rice. It's come together with some different kind of vegetable, and if they are non-vegetarian they will have kind of meat and some pickle and some papadum or some kind of chapati. It's come together, so that is very important for the trackers. They love it because it's come together carbohydrate, protein. Also another benefit, if you order once you can refill again with the same price. So these are the local food. Also fry noodle we call chow mein. They love to have it. And by soup we have a thukpa soup. Thukpa soup it's typically from Tibet, but we are connected with the Tibet people. So that's also many people love it. So momo, dal bhat, thukpa soup, and chow mein is the fry noodle. These are the basically local popular food in Nepal.
Okay. Yeah, in my hometown in India, there was a place called Nepal House
Okay.
where they used to sell really nice momos.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what's your favorite restaurant or food market for trying local food?
Of course, we always say Tamil because of the tourist comes from the old white tourists. So they have various restaurants for the local food, and the a la carte old white menu is there. So we recommend there, and some of the restaurants are really nice, hygienic, and costly, and some of them in the middle, and some of them is the basic. like real for the local people. To have a real taste of Nepalese way, we recommend to go to the local food. But who doesn't accept like spicy, oily food, then we don't suggest to go in the local food, because of course our food is different than the Europe or Western part of countries. So, but some of them they like to go local food. And like for the pizza in Tamil, there is one very popular restaurant and the oldest one, Fire and Ice. That's very popular. Everybody wants to go there if they love to pizza. And other one is Roadhouse Cafe. And if the people likes to know about the average summiter people restaurants that called rum noodle, everybody can make a footprint themselves and can hang in the restaurant. There are thousand and thousand pieces of footprint. Can write the name. It's like that.
Okay, so all of the restaurants that you mentioned right now, they serve good local food.
I would say local fire and ice only for the pizza, and two of them serve the local and the other food. All,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, got it. Are there any food delivery apps?
Yeah, we do. That's called one of that is very popular, Food Mandu, and other one is called Food Mood. Yeah, and then next one is called Khanpin. It's our word, Khanapina, like a Khanpin. Yeah, that's three apps are very popular right now in Nepal, in Kathmandu.
Okay. Um, are there many convenience stores in the city where people can buy snacks and essentials?
Yes, all around when you turn, you will find the things like small malls, small shopping center, local groceries, sport everywhere. It's very easy. Yeah.
Okay. Are there any specific convenience stores that you would like to recommend?
We say one of the supermarket which is very popular have many branches and where you can find almost many things what you wish. So that's called Bhat Bhatini supermarket. And other market also they have, but we recommend that people are satisfied to find the things there. There are many choice and option, but any, and from the main town within, if you walk 10 minutes, you can find that, and they have many branches.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Is vegan, vegetarian, or gluten free food available easily?
Yes. Yeah, we do. We have a quite popular one, Himalayan vegan and the loving hot vegan. These are the popular one in the main town of tourist town, and they have many of them. Actually, Nepalese are not vegetarian. 95% are non-vegetarian, but still they serve the veg food also, vegan restaurant also.
Okay, and what about gluten free food?
That's we should tell in advance. Normally, particularly that kind of restaurant, I did not find, but we can tell them in advance when we order. But they will make sure everything what clients doesn't want.
Okay, got it. Is tap water safe for drinking, or should tourists stick to bottled water?
We recommend the bottled sealed water, because the normal water they come from a temporary and not that much well water in Kathmandu. For the locals, they do the filter and boil, and they use it they after treat. But for the tourists, we don't recommend the normal water.
Okay. Are there kid friendly and pet friendly dining options available?
Yes, kids friendly. Of course, everybody love to have kids, but pet very rare, very rare. It's almost unacceptable. No.
Okay. Do you have any recommendations for good kid friendly and pet friendly dining places?
They have many of them. Almost all the restaurants have the small garden and some play equipment for the kids. Garden of Dream is very popular. They have a huge garden with the restaurants. That's one of that. It's very popular in the town. And Third Eyes also have that kind of things, which is served special for Indian food, but they serve other food also. And avocado restaurant also have the good garden and the kids something else. So they have many of them.
Okay. And for pets, do you have any recommendations?
For the cat, I did not find. I should ask with the restaurant. Really, I tried to find with my friends by Google. I didn't find particularly pet food on, to be honest. But they will not avoid. They will accept, but it's not very friendly.
Okay, okay, yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
What are your so apart from the restaurants that you have already recommended for both local and general food, are there any favorite restaurants that you missed out on that you would like to recommend?
What I given the name, mostly I go with the clients with the group, same restaurant. That's why also I found a good recommendation. And if the clients really wants to have the typical Nepali food, there are many Thakali kitchen. Thakali kitchen is a specialist for Nepalese food, local food like thali, momo, chow mein. Everywhere you can see the holding board Thakali kitchen, who are coming from the border of Tibet. They are the indigenous people. They live mostly above 2,500 meters, and that I recommend. They don't have particular name, but they have a board Thakali kitchen that we recommend to test the local foods.
Okay, got it. Should travelers make restaurant reservations?
Yes, during the touristic season, and if they want to go real the good restaurant, which coming is popular in the market, like Fire and Ice, we need to have the reservation almost 6 month. I mean, we have a two tourist season: spring, March, April, May, and autumn is half of September to half of December. If we like to take people to the those kind of restaurant, what I given the name 3 4, we have to get the reservation. In the off season, we will get the ride free, easily table.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's all for food and dining.
Yeah.
Moving to health and medical. What medical facilities are available for travelers in case of emergencies?
During the day, like in the morning, they will open about 7 o'clock till evening 9 o'clock for the basic things. Like if you wanna go some buy Panadol or something, first aid things, every steps you can find within a minute a medical center who sell the medical, who can advise something for you. And if you want to go real major problem to the hospitals, also not too far from the town. It's being really commercial services. I mean, kind of business. Every turn we can find the good hospital also. And for the tourists, they have a few hospitals special for the tourist. Like nearby the town, there is called Civic Hospital. It's within 10 minutes by walk, and they have such a good service and very expensive one too, according to the services. And other one is the Swakan and Norvik and also Bayoda. These are the good hospitals, and rest of the services we can find very easily.
Okay. So the places that you mentioned, the hospitals and clinics that you mentioned just now, do they run 24 hours or only?
Yes,
Okay.
those hospitals run 24 hour. Who sell only medicine, they will have only 7 to 9, morning 7 to till evening 9.
Okay, got it. And are simple painkillers and flu medicines available without a prescription, or do you need to get
Yes,
doctors?
without prescription, they will have the simple one. But some of the medicine, they should have the prescription from the doctor. But very rare case.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Um, talking about communication next,
yeah.
do you suggest getting a local SIM card for travelers?
It would be nice because they have a roaming system which is quite expensive and sometimes network is not quite well. and it's very cheap to buy in the airport or in the grocery shops after exit from the airport. It's better to have it. They have a two different company, one called Nepal Telecom and other one Ncell. And both are working very well, but for the data, still private company Ncell is better than Nepal Telecom. And both of SIM card you can find when you exit from the arrival. There are 2 3 counter and can buy there. The rate is the same. They have a certain rate, and there is no expensive in the airport, and outside it's similar rate.
Okay. So, is Wi-Fi available in public areas?
Yes, they do. They have a certain percentage for the login, and they can find in the restaurant. Some of in the touristic street also they can have the free Wi-Fi.
Okay. Moving to currency. Where is the best place to exchange currency for good rates?
That's also like a SIM card when you just landed and coming from the arrival hall. They have many money exchange center. It's authorized from the government. You can they can exchange in the airport also. And when they go to all touristic area, they can find many money exchange center. Then they can exchange it there.
Okay. And is it better to use credit cards or cash for local transactions?
I would recommend cash if they have a not very huge amount to travel here. Better to have the cash. And also they charge 4.5% what you withdraw the money or from the card. So I think it's also extra cost for the clients. 4.5%. It's not free when you use the credit card. So better to have cash if not a huge amount.
Okay, got it. Moving to travel advisory.
Mhm.
Are there any medications or restricted items that travelers can't bring into Nepal?
Yeah, of course, like a kind of part of the drugs, it's not allowed in Nepal. It's illegal, and some of the medicine, which is like a drugs, that name I should find from the medical. So I have to find, but of course that goes like kind of cannabis or something else. That way you cannot bring. Rest of the things it's allowed to bring here.
Okay, okay. Are there any scams that happen in Kathmandu that tourists should be aware of before they go there?
Of course, there are many street hawkers. I always recommend them don't follow the locals too much. If there is a reliable agencies with the license holder guide, if they are well known about Nepal, people cannot cheat them. This is okay. So that's why mostly I would say from the local street hawkers, they cheat so much for them. That's a very important part. And like we don't have that much robbery, pickpocket, we don't have much, but still we suggest to them be aware when they go to the local market, crowded people area. That's the part they need to think. Rest of things is normal.
Okay. Yeah, I think a follow up basically to the last question. How safe would you say Kathmandu is for tourists?
It is I would say 100% safe, but there is nothing 100%. So we would recommend until midnight is the last time. Then people are drunk and they know not staying mostly good people after the midnight. In my experience, all people covers the street, they drunk and they speak very rude, naughty, whatever. So mostly they better to have maximum late night is midnight. It's still safe after the midnight also, but it's hard to tell it's 100% safe. And also like a single woman, young girls, it happens some cases, not very often. We suggest to them, if they are traveling solo, then just they can find which is the best place, what is the best time to go in the nightlife. So that's things that is the best time before the midnight, even they go somewhere else.
Okay, okay. Got it. Do travelers need to buy activity passes in advance? Like, if suppose they want to go to an attraction in Kathmandu where you need to buy a ticket, should they buy it in advance or can they just buy it on the spot?
On the spots,
Okay,
it's no need to buy in advance. Only if they are going to the trekking and uh, climbing, whatever adventure trip, they need to make a permit in advance. For the local attraction, old heritage site, they can buy any kind of ticket on the spot.
okay, got it. Now moving to attractions, is there a dress code for popular attractions like religious places or monuments?
uh, Not really. Only ourselves, if we are religious, like Hindu people, they go to the Pashupatinath temple or few sacred temple, they know how to dress it. And some people wants to go monastery, Buddhist people, they know the dress, like full coverage, whatever. Otherwise, it's normal tour purpose. There is no certain dress. They can go like half sleeve, whatever. They don't mind. But if we are going for the worship purpose inside the monastery, inside the temple, it's better to have the long sleeve.
Okay. What are some popular places that both tourists and locals love to visit?
That's again back to the old heritage site is very beautiful by arts, by history, and kind of collection museum. I just found both of them enjoying the time in the old heritage site. There are seven of them listed in heritage site. Mostly locals and the tourists goes together. And if they want to go bit away from those cities area, as I given the name, like Nagarkot is 32 kilometer away. For the nature, we can see the panoramic view of the mountain and the forest and something different than the cities. So both people enjoying the time there also.
Okay. Are there any specific names of attractions that you would like to recommend for this?
Yes, one of that it's very popular being now Chandragiri Hill. It's 20 kilometer away from the main town, and there is a different experience for the people. Also, they climb nearly over 1400 meter by cable car. It is a 9 minute ride cable car. So they will reach 2700 meter, and they have some kind of a small fun zip line and other many children play equipment and the view, Everest view. So people like to go Chandragiri Hill.
Okay.
That's the closest one.
Okay.
Mm.
Any other places that you would like to recommend?
Yes, after the Chandragiri Hill, people can go Dhuli Hill. This is also countryside to have a nature and culture and some kind of adventure like zip line and paragliding can do that in Dhuli Hill. And another that called Namo Buddha. Namo Buddha is the Buddha homage. So previous Buddha was born there, so people like to go there also. Namo Buddha. And back to Nagarkot is also very common name for the locals and the tourist attraction outside of the city.
Okay. Are there any activities or attractions for families traveling with young kids?
Yes, they can enjoy the safari and sometime normal kind of rafting, basic rafting with the family. And that I have experienced. They enjoy much like jungle safari and rafting, and kind of. homestay, stay with the family and the children, cook the food like momo, Nepali dalwa. That is also very different way to explore time family to family.
Okay, and so you mentioned a safari. Where is the safari?
Safari is not in Kathmandu, to be honest.
Okay,
We need to drive 5 hours or fly 20 minutes.
distance.
Chiton National Park. That is the
Okay,
closest one from Kathmandu. And we do
okay,
have some local national park where we can have the small hike, day hike also with the children. Yeah.
okay, got it. Any special activities or attractions for families traveling with senior citizens?
All are the similar as to touristic way, so I don't think so any particular for the family. Sometimes family will ask the different way, we want to do that, we want to do that, then we will arrange the tour according to them their wish, because people have the different mind, and anytime they can make a plan. So that's the different way, but ourselves, we do the culture, nature, and kind of safari. These are the common things for the family or all tourists. But sometimes they make different kind of, like go to the school and some painting, some teaching with the kids to kids and parents teach them. Kind of that they can ask to us and we will organize those things also.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier a place where people can do things like paragliding. Are there any other activities or attractions that you would recommend for adventure enthusiasts?
More adventure than the paragliding, bungee jump.
Okay.
We do have a bungee jump also. It's the second deepest jump after South Africa or somewhere else. That we do have bungee jump, accept paragliding, and we do have the zip line also very deep. Within 90 seconds, we come down 700 meters. That is also not in Kathmandu. It's in Pokhara, another town.
Okay. And the bungee jumping that you mentioned, that's also in the same place? Or
Yes.
is okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And how far is it from Kathmandu?
It is by flight 25 minutes. By drive, it's 7 hours. Long way. We
Okay.
should have the overnight there. We cannot make it day trip. We have one bungee jump that we can do the day trip. It's drive 3 hours. They can do the jump and come back to Kathmandu also. For the bungee jump, it's possible, and paragliding also possible. And that on the other deepest zip line, we should go to Pokhara.
Okay, okay. And the place that you said it is 3 hours away by car. Could you name the place?
That is called Kodari Highway on the way to Tibet border. That's called particular name called Sukute. Sukute is, and also the river name is Bote Kosi.
Okay, got it. Moving to the next section, which is shopping and souvenirs.
Okay.
What are the best markets to purchase souvenirs or local goods?
Again, back to Tamil. Would you travel to Nepal or not?
I would. I would. I mean, it's so close to India. Yeah, I would. I have not been to Nepal yet, but yeah, it's on my bucket list.
Yeah, that's why when you come once in Nepal, everybody just go to Tamil, Tamil, Tamil. Everything is there. So I again back to Tamil, but what I mentioned, the old heritage site. Everywhere you can find the souvenir, like something local carving and kind of jewelry from the Tibetan refugee people, and yak wool pasmina, and very popular Nepali hat. I just keep it here. This is very popular. Everybody love it. It's like a mountain. Especially Indian people, they like it. And this is our kind of national hat. We are in Himalayan country. So we make something kind of symbolize. This is like Everest, and we do have our national flag, have a moon and sun and two rectangular. That is also compared like universal things. And so Nepal is still independent country from the beginnings, and they remain until the sun, moon uh, wants to be independent. The meaning of Nepal is the wool house. Nepal. Ne is the wool, pal is the like a tent. So when human habitat was started in Nepal, they make a yak wool, sheep wool in the mountain. They were starting their human life, a human habitat from the mountain. So they always do everything from the wool. Then they make Nepal something Nepal woolen house. So this is the meaning of Nepal. And I'm gonna say that for the souvenir, many people like yak wool pashmina shawl blanket, also very popular. Of course, like India, and for us, it's not special. It's very common, like from the Kashmir. It's very common. But who came from outside of those countries, Nepal and India, many people brought pashmina and the yak wool shawl also. So this is you can find touristic market and all old heritage site around.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, Ed, are there any specific local markets that you would recommend where people can buy these goods?
Yes. Back to first point, like Osun. Osun is very popular market for the local and the tourist. What you find in the touristic area, most of the things they keep there also because many tourists goes there. Osun is very popular for that. But if you move to like other city closest from Kathmandu like Bhaktapur and Patan, these are also old heritage site. You could find there also.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Is it common to bargain in local markets?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, local markets, most of the things they don't because they use the local people price, but you still have to do it. It's very common bargaining, and start from the minimum 10% plus 200%.
Okay.
But 10% to 20% in the local market, touristic market as much as possible you should do that because we cannot explain front of the clients. So we give clue already how much you do that because they make that kind of price for the big things, not the small things like 100 rupees, 200 rupees. That no bargain. Almost we don't like to bargain. But if you're gonna buy 10,000 rupees something souvenir, you just try to make start from the 50%, stop minimum 30%, so you can save the money.
Okay.
But some shops are fixed price shops, so no bargain in there. They already put on the price. That is real fixed price.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it. So talking about weather next. Weather-wise, when is the best time to visit Kathmandu?
That there are two seasons I mentioned, like autumn and spring, March, April, May, and September to December. If you want to see, there are both mixed things. If you come in March, many youth they like to have the Shivaratri, who like to have kind of fun. Fire camp and the cannabis. This 24 hours is allowed by limited any kind of drugs because Shiva used to have this. So people always ask when is the Shiva's night, Shivaratri, and Holy festival. That's also very popular for the tourists. They always make reservation for that also. That comes in our spring season. And also who likes to skip the city, go to the countryside, they can catch the rhododendron flower. It's very colorful forest. That is also in spring season. And who likes to come for the trekking, it's not too cold, not too hot. That's also good in the spring season, March, April, May. And September 15 to December 15 is the autumn. And for the Diwali, Dasai, Dasahara, it's festival, still they want to have kind of celebrate with the family, like the Sahara Nepalese have lots of rice with the color and forehead. They want to do that. So both seasons are important, even in Kathmandu, even in the mountain. So we recommend 6 months in a year. It's very good season. And who doesn't have time whole year, we can run the trip, especially in Kathmandu city. There is nothing to see the view, only see the monumental area. Even with the rain, with the haze, fog, it doesn't matter. But who wants to see the countryside, like wants to go Chandragiri Hill, they go for there to see the view. For that, better to have the two seasons, like three months.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, got it. Are there any particular seasons that tourists should avoid?
that I would say monsoon, June, July, August. But we do have some region to go upper part, which is very best time to travel there, like Upper Mustang. That goes as a trekking part. We recommend to go there because there is no rain in the monsoon. So we run the trip only in the trekking part, Mustang part. Even we do the Everest trek also. But for the city, countryside, monsoon is the avoid. We don't recommend much. June, July, and August. It's very hot also.
Okay, got it. What's the ideal duration for tourists to spend in Kathmandu?
Yeah, that's depend on their time, but at least a week is good time. It's easy and flexible, but they can do 1 night, 2 days, 2, 3 night, 4 days. It's depend, but minimum 1 week will be the good timing for them. They can cover many different things within a week.
Okay, got it. So the next section is neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so which neighborhoods are best for nightlife or entertainment in Kathmandu?
We have mostly nightlife. The place again, the Tamil. So we don't have much things outside of Tamil, and there are some clubs. So you can be in Tamil. Most of them they go for Tamil, and if some of them go for the casino, they go to the deluxe hotel. But mostly, almost 99% things are in Tamil.
Okay, okay, got it. Which neighborhoods have the best views or scenery?
That's also we talk already. Those places like Chandragiri Hill, Nagakot, Delikyal, Namo Buddha, and we do have another two hills. What I did not mention, Sibapuri and Nagarjun. Nagarjun can have the jeep drive, but Sibapuri have to walk 4 hours, which is best hiking, day hiking to go up and down. It will be 7 hours hiking for the normal hikers, not for the slower hiker. That is also the best day for them if they have extra time. So mostly we have common name again, Nagapur, Dhulikhel, Chandragiri, around Kathmandu. If we go outside of Kathmandu, we have different places.
Okay, and in Kathmandu, what is the best place? What is the? Is there a neighborhood that has great views?
I would say Monkey Temple in Kathmandu because it's bit altitude than the normal. Kathmandu is 1,335 meter. Monkey Temple, Swayambhunath is 1,500 meter. But from where you can cover the Kathmandu Valley. That's one of that. And other one called one of the monastery nearby Budhanath. This is also a bit higher place. You can cover the view of Kathmandu. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Which neighborhoods are foodie hotspots with lots of restaurants and cafes?
That's back to Tamil and go to Darbar Marga. Darbar Marga is the palace area, and other place called Jamsi Khel and other called Jaula Khel. These are the neighborhood from the touristic area. And
Okay,
if they like to go bit away from the countryside, there are so many places, but that mostly focus for the domestic tourists. So not must recommend in the domestic tourist area, because this is focused for the teenagers and something else. So sometimes it is not good way to be there. So mostly for the tourists, we try to cover in neighborhood around the touristic area.
Okay, okay, got it. Which neighborhood is best for families, solo travelers, and couples?
It's all the touristic area that we talk many times, and also now they have kind of homestay nearby the touristic area. It's well furnishing and things. uh, People now start to have accommodation nearby the touristic cities. So mostly they serve from the touristic area, and if they want to go a couple of kilometer away, they can find kind of homestay and apartment.
Okay, got it. Which neighborhood has the best budget accommodation?
A budget. That's also all the touristic areas. Like
Okay,
Tamil, most popular is Tamil, and nearby Tamil, another local area called Chhatrapati, Paknajol, Swayambhu. These are the closest from the Tamil. Uh, People love to stay budget on outside of Tamil, because Tamil it's being already touristic. Sometimes they always keep the same rate, but outside of Tamil, they try to make business and come down. So nearby Tamil, they can find.
okay, got it. What's your favorite accommodation in the city and why do you like it?
By deluxe accommodation, I like Hotel Shankar. That's from the palace area. Our late queen was born there. The buildings is very traditional, and rooms are okay according to my clients. And they have a big garden, huge garden, include the swimming pool, and it's four-star categories. I recommend that Hotel Shankar. And for the normal budget one, that's oldest one, Hotel Tamil is the best. Everybody like it. It's very cozy and a small hotel. It's for the budget people. So both, I just give the two names. And if we go to the five-star hotel close to the city, Ek and Eti is like 5 minute walking distance from the main town, touristic town, which have a huge area, and the building is traditional building. So people like that one also in five-star categories. So five-star, four-star, and non-star. They have three-star also, but many of them.
Okay, okay, got it. Are there any annual festivals or events that happen in Kathmandu or nearby?
Yes, we just talk about the Dasahara and Diwali and Sivaratri and Holi festival. These are the main. But Nepal is a country where you can find more than 365 days festival. Our day they have two, three different festival, because we have really diversity by people. We have more than 123 dialect, so it's hard to imagine how they create the dialogue. So somehow caste system, it's still strict in Nepal. And by four caste system, they have many surname, different family, and different family, especially from the third level of the family. Every day they have two three different types of the festival. That's called from the Newar community, Tamang community, and the Sherpas people. Every day they have a different festival. So only Brahmin and Kshatri have those festival, which are the biggest festival. But normal festival with the music, with the different dresses, people, every day you can find in Tamil area from the Newar community.
Okay. Um, and the last question that I have for you is tipping a cultural norm?
Yes, it is. Normally, who is working with the tourists, always they expect like a waiter, waitress. from the menu we pay, but still they are looking something. It's very common, I would say that, especially during the tour guide and the driver, two of them, because hotel menu, restaurants menu, most of them they include the tips 10% already in the menu. So their in clients wishes they can or not, but from the agencies normally they don't include the tipping. They have a certain salary. So we just got idea from the Lonely Planet or different ideas. Tour guide and the driver who works together a day or a couple of days. They expect it's part of happiness.
Okay. And how much would you suggest people should tip?
That's I always follow again Lonely Planet. They said from the total amount of what you pay, 10 to 20%. So minimum start from the 10% to as much they can. That's so onwards. There is depend on themselves, but the minimum they start the 10%. Like 10% goes for the 40% to driver and 60% for the guide. They divide like that. It's a very easy uh, option from the Lonely Planet.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And yeah, those are all the questions that I had for you. But is there anything else that you would like to tell us? Anything that you think we missed out on?
Yes, mostly about the tourist attraction and the introduction of Nepal we have covered. So we are such a beautiful country. I mean, by nature, it's everything here, everywhere. It's there, but Nepal is still a specific, a special country. Everybody says that, not myself. So we always recommend to visit once, because if we bring once here, it is not enough. They always repeat again. So we are hurry up to welcome to Nepal, to the people have different things. So only I would suggest there are many different way to come here. Please try to come as a proper way, then can enjoy the timing. So backpackers also can enjoy the time, but it's different way. Sometimes they got a struggle, trouble. So better to have like if the clients wants to have the budget, still can provide the budget too also. But they need to explain what kind of accommodation, what kind of guide. There are different level of the guide also, by experience, by knowledge. So we suggest to them come to the inquiry to the proper way and can have the best time in Nepal. So be aware with the cheater by Google, because many people have a link in Google but they don't have the registered company. So please don't lose the money in that way. So that's my suggestion, and I always welcome to Nepal for all of the clients people.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for all the information that you've given us. I've certainly learned a lot about Kathmandu that I didn't know before. We got a lot of useful insights. I can't wait to visit one day myself. Thank you so much for your time and your patience today.
Yeah.